Hello, it's Bandos, and today is the Sunday of the extra bus drop weekend thing. So I'm gonna go do that in like half an hour. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give you like my account update. Then I'm gonna go bossing, and if I get any drops, I'll show you some screenshots of that. If not, I'll then talk about the updates which have been announced. Like next week is going to be the quest for the QBD. The week after being the QBD itself. So as you can see, 6 mil on the Runecraft XP counter, which is just crazy. 250k ish to 96. Probably won't be getting that today because, like I said, I'm gonna be going bossing. And if you look at my Slayer XP, 313 to level. I'm now going to level Slayer for you right now. There we go. New fastest way to level Slayer in the game. Rune span, fastest Runecraft XP, and fastest Slayer XP. I'm only joking, but yeah, 50k to the next level. So that's what, like another 90 odd XP lamps. But actually, let's see if we unlocked anything. I don't think we would have. Nah. Right. So, like I said, if I get anything while I'm bossing, I'll show you some screenshots of that, because obviously it's double drops, and I'll probably do a trio or maybe 4-man Bandos or something. As you can see, I've got exactly 100k esteem, like not in inventory, but current point total, which I'm gonna have to ruin because I'm gonna go bossing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so it says 113337, which is a bit weird, but still. Yeah, so I'll see you later on in the video, either for any drops that I get or just for the QBD quest update. Right, so I went to Bandos initially as part of a small group. Didn't really get anything. I got 39k coins, and then me and a friend went in a duo. We found an empty world. We went duo Bandos, and the first kill, that's right, first kill we got, possibly the best drop that you can even get from Bandos. Tassets and chestplate, heal, nothing compared to Godsword Shard free, right? 150k each, and obviously double loot. Got 2 of those, gave one to my friend. Only problem was the next kill my friend DC'd, and he was tanking, so he got fucked up, and that left me kind of solo in the end, the rest of it. So got this rune longsword and the orc bones, obviously, which I double loot, gave the other one to my friend as well, and that was when things started to go a little bit pear-shaped. Last time I checked, activating Protect from melee again in a PVM setting gets rid of all damage unless specified by the boss. And a guy came in, a random guy on his own, wasn't part of a team, and he got in the position as if he was going to tank. I saw him sip his overload. He got his Protect from melee on. I was like, right, I'm going to go stand in the corner to make sure the Grardor doesn't come on me. I'm in the corner. Grardor spawns, walks straight towards me. I go, okay, it's getting a bit dangerous. Put Protect from melee on, right? First punch that he does is 100. Fair enough. Maybe I didn't have my prayer at the right time. This knocks me down to, I don't know, maybe 600-ish life points. And then he punches me for a 526, right? At this point, I'm like, holy shit. And then the major hits me for like 100 or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And it knocks me down to around 20 life points. And I tell you the way, and as you're about to see now in a screenshot, clicks his fingers, hopes that he remembers to edit in the screenshot. I was knocked down to, when I was in my house, I was still at 37 life points. It was a close call. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, overall, I don't know, pretty successful. I did spend a fair amount of supplies. If we go back into the bank here, I've still got 10 brews, 10 restores, some flasks and shit. But if I sold all that and then sold my loot, I've probably made a profit. Not too much, but I probably have. Just for a bank update, really quickly, just going to price check this Santa hat. See how much money I've lost. Bought it for 107. 94 mil. So over the course of 5 months, I've lost 13 mil for doing nothing. That might sound like the moment where a lot of people go, why don't you just sell the Santa hat? Well, yes, I could just sell the Santa hat, but because I'm not an imbecile, I'm going to wait until the Christmas period when it will inevitably rise. That's how things work. That's a little update for for the Santa hat once it hits around about 150 mil in the Christmas times, maybe even higher. I'm going to be the one who's smiling because I made 45 mil-ish for doing fuck all. But on to the main update that will be bringing itself to us on Tuesday, hopefully, as long as they follow the regular trying to think of the word, update schedule. And that is the Queen Black Dragon quest. I say that because I don't think they've mentioned what the quest is called. And this is basically the quest that once Queen Black Dragon comes out, which will be the week after next, so that'd make it the 29th of May, will lead you to be able to kill the Queen Black Dragon. And RuneScape started doing videos on their YouTube channel of a behind the scenes in a video. They're going to be doing this every week, which is a little bit weird considering that behind the scenes is done on a monthly basis on the website. Bit strange, but I'm not going to complain. And basically they're going to be giving away little like concept art pictures and talking about the updates and walking around areas. And I'm looking forward to see what they do with it. Hopefully they do more stuff like they did for the fight kill, and they do cinematic trailers for it. They hype it up, because some of the updates, no matter what you think about them afterwards, as it's going to happen, you're pretty excited for them. At least I am, and this is no exception. The quest itself looks pretty interesting. It will give you access, by the looks of it, to a new Slayer dungeon, which has confirmed some new Slayer creatures. Whether they'll be only killable on assignment or not, we don't know. Hopefully they put at least one in there which is only killable on assignment and has a good drop, a reasonably rare drop. Because Slayer needs some way of making money, because nowadays you don't make any money off Slayer and it's really annoying. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because obviously I'm going to start doing Slayer soon, so I'm going to be looking forward to those Slayer creatures, and hopefully there'll be good XP and possibly good money. It also mentions a little bit about the fight against QBD itself, which is what everyone's really looking for. They've mentioned that you don't actually kill the QBD, which is a bit different. You instead put it to sleep. You return it to its state of slumber, which it has rested in for thousands of years, I believe is the way they phrased it. And basically you do this by activating 4 dragonkin artifacts that are scattered about its lair. And from the shots we've seen, you appear to start off on a semicircular platform, and then the QBD is going to come up in front of you, and I think that you're going to attack it for a little while, and then there might be a little phase where it, I don't know, maybe it heals itself or something, and in that time you can activate the artifact, because if you look at the concept art, there's an artifact on the platform you're on, then there are like 3 kind of further away from you in the middle of the lake, and obviously I don't think you'll be able to do it from a range, so I think maybe pressing one of the artifacts will lower the level of the water in the room to allow you access to the other artifacts. And if you ever face the boss stomp in Dungeoneering, you'll understand what I mean, where every now and then the boss will kind of, what am I looking for? It will go into a weird kind of sleep mode kind of thing, and you can put lodestones on it to stop it healing itself. And I think that'll be a similar system that we're going to be seeing here, which will be interesting at least. Unfortunately, Jagex have said that you need at least 120 combat to fight it, which means that you can be able to do it with 1 defense, because Jagex don't seem to know they underestimate the talent of the PVMers, which I think is a shame, because it sets them up to make them look stupid, when in reality they can't be stupid, because they run one of the most successful browser-based MMO in the game. So then, in the world, they're not stupid. They just underestimate their players. For once, they should just say the average player will need 120 combat, and then say, but it can be defeated at lower levels, but it'll be a challenge. Because, like I said, it makes them look a bit silly when the guy with 1 defense does it on the first day. Personally, I'm mainly looking forward to those Slayer creatures, because the boss itself, I'm probably not going to do. I'm not a big boss killer, even though we did just go on a Bandos trip. I'm not a big boss killer, and especially since this one's going to be instanced, if when you die, oh, what's this on the floor? It's mine! Give it to me! Wow, look at you, feel like a fool. That's what these are worth. Oh, look at me, fucking high roller over I'm gonna walk out here and drop him because I'm a badass. What was I saying? Yeah, because it's instanced, it'll mean that if I die, there won't be anyone to bless my grave, which means if it's hard to get to, I've just lost all my shit. Because yeah, the server I'm probably doing solo stuff is that I've personally only got the grave that lasts 12 minutes, which means if I die and it's 12 minutes away, I'm more than 12 minutes away. More than 12 minutes away, I'm dead. I'm not dead. I've lost all my stuff, is what I should have said. Yeah, but they've said that the dragon kite shield is confirmed as a drop, and considering this instanced, it is going to be interesting to see what price this the kite shield ends up being, because let's say it's as rare as I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example. It's as rare as sigil. It's rare as an Elysian sigil, or Elysian, don't really care. Elysian sigil, which means it's pretty rare. But the only problem with Corp is there are 160 worlds, so in theory only 160 kills can be done at any one time. But since it's instanced, all what is it, like, was it 75,000 members? I can't remember. I think it's more than that. I think it's 200,000. Every member in the game can kill it whenever they want, which means even if it is reasonably rare, a lot of people can do it, which means there can be a lot of them. There aren't really many other things that are instanced to compare it to, but when you think about it, if you go to Corp and see that someone's there, even if you get involved, you're still only getting one kill per however many minutes it is. But with the QBD, there can be a kill that can be like 5 every second. It can just be constant kills of this boss, which means that the drops are going to be constant, and that means that even if it's 1 in 10,000, at 5 kills a second, that's 20,000 seconds, which is, why did I try and set myself up for maths, which is 300 minutes, which is 5 hours, which means 1 drop every 5 hours-ish, bit off, but yeah, compared to 10,000 kills of Corp, which might take, I don't know, maybe 1 sigil a day comes into the game, but you're looking at 3 or 4 of these Dragon Kite Shields, so 1, they're not going to be particularly good, and 2, they're not going to be that rare. They did mention also there'll be a passive damage buff, or yeah, that's how they phrased it, that you can get, whether that means that you have to kill the QED to get it, or you get it as a drop or something, I don't know. Hopefully they don't overdo it so it just becomes easy, and I'd really like to see them make it so it's optional, so you can turn off the buff, because I know that a lot of people, the high level PVMers, might be interested in trying to do it without the buff, because it'd be like an achievement to see if you can do the QBD without armor and food and without the debuff or whatever. They also mentioned that they didn't say the dragon crossbow, they mentioned an upgradable crossbow, which I don't think they're going to make it better than the chaotic crossbow. We might be looking at a bridge between the rune and the chaotic crossbow at best, but in this little concept art thing they released, they showed a crossbow with what appeared to be some kind of red arrow coming off it, which may be the way you upgrade the crossbows by killing the QBD, and it effectively becomes the dragon crossbow. We don't know, but at this point it's all speculation. So after my amazing Bandos loot and incredible trip, I've got to go now. I've got some revision to do. Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs. If you like the video, please do give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed, and I'll see you soon.